Tonight's social experiment takes place in D.C. I sent a member of the God's Honest Tribe, Van Lathan, to connect with the good sister, Dr. Bahia Muhammad, who's a professor at a HBCU. She was kind enough to round up some HBCU students so we could have someone who is anti-critical race theory try to explain to them why CRT is a bad thing to have in schools. Kenneth McClinton is the owner of the Exceptional Conservative Network, and he's black. The one white guy in the room is my writer, Harris. We just have him there to agitate. He doesn't believe anything he's about to say.
Many of us believe that we're in the midst of a civil war, not the Union versus the Confederate, but literally the indoctrinators versus the educators. We cannot let critical race theory be taught in our classrooms. It promotes bias over facts. It focuses on what divides Americans instead of what unites us. And with that in mind, here are some actionable changes and adjustments to consider for a new American educational curriculum. The first suggestion is the abolishment of Black History Month.
Oh, here we go.
We should not teach Black history to the point where we hate America.
11 months out of 12 is White History Month. So even within that, you know, there's systematic racism within just having, you know, Black History Month as one of the shortest months of the year.
You know, we have a Black History Month, but why is there no Jewish History Month? I mean, I'm Jewish, feels kind of bad. I feel undervalued. Do you agree, Kenneth?
Defunding schools in terms of HBCUs. Those universities should not be biased.
What about the material conditions attached to education and the ability to think and learn for yourself?
Since 1963, we have been told that if we send enough Black kids to college, there would not be any poverty.
Who told us that?
Lyndon Baines Johnson said that.
A white president?
Finally, our talk about slavery should be honest. It's not as simple as thinking that white men chased Black people through a jungle and brought them into slavery.
If I may, as the only white person in the room, so like slave owners in the context of capitalism, they're kind of just like a tough manager.
Okay.
They can't even hide their disgust.
May I answer the question?
And they should.
I would disagree with that.
I don't think that anybody in here in their right mind would sit here and say that slavery did not victimize us and all the systems that currently exist, right? White people operate in whiteness, right? Race is at the center of it, right? Which automatically means that there is an oppressor and an oppressed. What you're talking about is American propaganda, not the idea that people have the freedom to go on and learn. Go ahead, I didn't have a question.
I don't have to say anything. She didn't ask a question.
Where's your research from? Where do you get it from?
Wikipedia. Yeah. Citations.
The next time I come, I'll bring citations.
You say that CRT basically bashes all white people, but when you look at the data, when you look at the specifics in Education Week, where they describe what CRT is, it specifically says it's not bashing all white people. Oh, this happened and it makes white people look bad? What are we supposed to do about that?
No, that's a very good question.
You know, this country was built on racism, and...
Really?
Oh, what do you mean, really? Oh, I mean, if you want to get into it, sir, we can get into
Kenneth. So just so we're clear, America, not built on racism.
Not built on racism. Your ancestors came here free.
Okay, we gotta tell these kids what's going on before someone gets their ass critically beat.
All right, listen, I want to thank Kenneth for coming here and giving us his presentation.
Well, that went just as expected.
No, I appreciate that.
Once we snuck Kenneth out the room, we debriefed with Dr. Muhammad and her students about how everything went.
Was Kenneth able to change you guys' mind on CRT today?
No, it made it stronger.
Yes. Yeah. In fact, to even prove why we need CRT in our school system.
Watching that conversation and that dialogue is a reminder of why we need to be doing this in younger schools, like the strategy in the sense of really trying to identify facts and using things that are connected to the textbook and the theory. I think that you all did a really, really good job at that, and we need to do more of that. We need many more of those same dialogues. It's easy to have the conversation amongst each other because it feels comfortable, it feels good. But what we did today was very different, and I enjoyed it.
And I enjoyed it too, Dr. Bahia Muhammad.